Okay, let's get started. Welcome, everybody. My name is Mike Snyder. I'm the Vice President of Sales for our Senior Living Division at Advanced Wireless Communications. I want to just again say thank you for taking some time out of your day to join us for this web event of how to get more out of your nurse call system. This event will probably last 20-25 minutes. We are going to record this event, okay? And this recording will be available on our website on YouTube. So if you want to go back and look at it or share it with others, you certainly can do that. At the very end, what I'll do is I will open things up for questions. You can just use the QA or ask a question, and we'll try to answer some basic questions. And hopefully from this, you'll find this informative, and we'll have an opportunity maybe from this to sit down face to face and have a conversation about your facility and what's going on and maybe how we can help. So without further ado, let's dive into this. So here's the agenda. I just want to give you a quick, for those who don't know us, I want to give you a quick introduction to who AWC is. And then common challenges with nurse call systems. This is a short list of things that we are hearing on a regular basis across the country of things and challenges that people are having with their current systems. I want to identify for you what can be achieved with your systems and how AWC can help you in our approach to doing that. And our approach revolves around utilizing our Powerful One platform, and then just to give you some contact information at the end to continue the conversation. So who are we? Advanced Wireless has been around since 1992. We service North America. So we do have nationwide sales and service teams dedicated to your success. We have over 25,000 customers across North America using our products and services. And the biggest thing that hopefully you'll see and maybe read between the lines during this meeting is we're very proud of our innovative culture and our approach. And that's the whole point really of this event today, is to start to introduce you to what's out there and how we can help. So what do we specialize in? We have an unbelievable ability to integrate technology, utilizing your infrastructure and your current investments, and we're going to talk about that. We're very scalable in the solutions that we bring. Innovation is all around alleviating for senior living, the challenges around the staff shortages that you're having. There's a plethora of challenges that you are facing, and we focus on solutions that can help alleviate and maybe eliminate some of those pain points. We visualize and leverage data to gain insights to make the business run better, and we have a never-ending commitment to staying ahead of the curve. And hopefully, you'll get that from the conversation that we have today. So let's start with the common challenges with nurse call systems. And the very first thing I hear, I would say almost on a daily basis, is I hear the word they're old, they're past their prime. That's the very first thing that I'm hearing, is we have an old system and it really doesn't do much. Other things I hear is we have pager-based system. We have a newer system, air parentheses, newer system that uses pagers, but it's lacking in peer-to-peer communication, carrying multiple devices. Or we have a traditional call lights that have virtually no features. In other words, I hear the term, we chase lights all day. So there's a light panel at the nurse station, and there's lights that are appearing over the door, and the staff are constantly chasing lights. Reports. When I ask people about reports, they go, what do you mean reports? So a lot of times we're finding that there's a lot of systems out there that they're not utilizing the reports, or they can't get reports. And those reports really, we feel, are important to really track the type of service that's being delivered. It can be very helpful for managing the organization. Our staff are bogged down because they're carrying multiple devices. I've been in facilities where I see them carrying 3 devices. I see them carrying a pager, I see them carrying maybe a radio, and I see them carrying a tablet for charting. And the staff are bogged down with that. Emergency alert systems are not integrated successfully. We hear about that too. If something happens and there needs to be announcements made, it's very difficult to do that, or it's lacking. Technology often struggles to integrate differing systems. I've been in many different organizations where it's not uncommon to find 2, 3 different call systems. and they all operate a little bit differently, and nothing talks to each other. And that could be with your access control, your wander management, your call systems, your alarm, your fire alarm systems. Nothing talks to each other, and it can be very frustrating by not having things integrated. People have newer systems that can be difficult to use or simply are lacking. You know, the most common, I've already mentioned this, people who have a newer system that uses pagers, it can be very frustrating. The need for frontline resident communication, keeping them informed. A lot of people are using, the pin-up cardboard boards with printed material to communicate. There's no active reminders going out, like bingo on Wednesday, things like that. People are saying, is there anything you guys can help us with? Is there a way that we could utilize that to have better communication? Key capabilities and features. This is a short list. I think if I opened it up, you guys would probably be able to provide some additional insight, but here are some of the top ones. Peer-to-peer communication, pager-based systems. How do I get help? If I'm in the room and I'm holding a resident who's fallen, how do I get help? Emergency plans. Escalations. Escalations are defined as, I see a call light come on, and it's on, but I don't really know who's taking that call, and there's no reminders of how long that resident may be waiting. They want reminders, escalations, to make sure that the service is being provided. A need for mobile dashboards so they can see who's taking calls, what calls are out there, how long people have been waiting. An interesting one is this thing, temperature monitoring. People say this is real pain where you have to go around and measure your hot water systems, your cooling systems, refrigeration units on a regular basis, and it's taking manual effort to do that, and then creating manual logs that you have to track all this information and go, is there a way to automate that? Location services for those residents that are on the move. Mobile apps, you're hearing a lot more about mobile apps. What do you guys have for a mobile app? And the whole concept behind the mobile app is to consolidate, having a device that does multiple things. And then ways of streamlining end-of-day charting. How many times have you seen your caregivers walking through with Post-it notes on, handwritten things on their hand, trying to remember all the activity? Is there a way to help that, reminders, to help get better charting, which would in turn lead to better reimbursement? So those are some of the common challenges that I'm seeing. And then the last, but certainly not least, is, man, we need to do something, but the budgets are so tight. I can't find a replacement. Can you help us? Can you make what we have better? I'm hearing that constantly. Good news, everyone. We can help. So what can be achieved? First thing is we can give more life to your existing investments by leveraging what you have to deliver a better ROI. So what that simply means, we have the ability to be able to come in, take a look at what you have and overlay and give more life to that, which saves money and addresses some of the things as I'm going to outline here. One of the biggest things that we've done, we every week we're doing this, is we're overlaying on those pager-based systems, and we're giving them a solution that can eliminate the pagers and convert those text messages into audible announcements that you can play over your mobile app or a two-way radio, which reduces cost and reduces what they have to carry around. Real-time reporting, keeping staff and family members in the know. How many times do you have people come in saying, hey, my mom says that she's pressing her call light and nobody ever comes, or it takes them 20 minutes. You can, at the fingertips, have that information to show them the number of occurrences and the response time. One device for all your solutions. I've been kind of hinting to this, but we offer that. We have a mobile device that can bring three different functions into one. Peer-to-peer communication, a real-time dashboard, and the ability to access and do your charting. Full integration with multiple nurse call, wander, access control, fire alarm systems. So the scenario that I had mentioned earlier, where they have in the assisted living, we have this system. In the skilled, we have this system. They aren't talking to each other. We're adding a new wing with a new system. Is what can you do? We want everything consolidated. We can do that. We can bring all those systems into one platform for communication. One number to call for support. This is a big one. We use the term one neck to ring sometimes, jokingly, but having one call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, year round, by experts. One of the things that we do at Advanced Wireless is we are factory direct. Okay, so we are the people that will help you install and support you. So one number to call. A proven and effective technology designed for senior living. That's exactly what we've done. We have taken many hours of walking the halls and learning of what is needed and what's required, and designing a system around this unique needs that senior living presents. And then a solution that's scalable and flexible to meet the changing needs in the future. And I'll be talking about that as we go on, but that's something that can be achieved. So when you bring in the system, it's going to adapt as the needs are changing, and they are changing. You guys know this on a regular basis. Powerful frontline communication to keep staff and residents informed. I'll talk about that, but having the ability to quickly disseminate information out to your staff and to your residents on a regular basis is something that really helps with the overall care that's being provided and resident satisfaction. So additional new capabilities that people are looking for, they want to add, maybe they want to add it to their existing system. Emergency plan support for rapid communication. You know, if there's a tornado or God forbid, you know, in retail, we deal with active shooters, unfortunately, but ways to get information out quickly to everyone efficiently. A mobile real-time dashboard, they want that in their hands. They want to see what's going on. That can be provided. Escalations to ensure care is being delivered. We want to make sure that, you know, if Mike requests care and has been waiting more than whatever it is, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever your standard is, that reminders are sent out and continually sent out and escalated to other people in the facility to make sure that Mike gets taken care of. Automated measurement and tracking of key systems performances. In other words, we want to make sure that the hot water is at the right temperatures. We want to make sure that refrigeration stay cool. We want to make sure that your medicine carts that have temperature sensitive meds are monitored and staying at the right temperature, so you don't have any issues around spoilage or whatever it might be. Micro locations for residents on the move. We want to know and be able to locate people no matter where they are in a facility. And this is the big one. I hear this all the time. They want one device, and I'm going to introduce you to that shortly. But 3-in-1 device. You know, the ability to speak quickly and easily peer-to-peer, an device that can help them with the charting, and also call light management, being able to see the calls, take the calls, know who's taking the call for better productivity for the staff. Digital information boards, no more printed and pinned pegboards. So we can help automate all of that. So if you're printing out the weekly menu and updates, and probably are asked every day about what the weather forecast is, all that can be automated and displayed digitally, which will save time and streamline. We're very proud of our push-to-talk productivity capabilities. This is something that we lead the industry on push-to-talk. And what's push-to-talk is exactly what it's defined as. Press a button and be able to communicate one-to-many without having to go in and select who you're going to talk to or pick a group and then try to communicate. You just press and speak and you're on your way. And the partnership starts with us listening to you. So hopefully my organization, if you know, we have an opportunity to speak after this event, you'll find out quickly that, you know, the first question that should be coming out of our mouths is, you know, how can we help? What's going on? And start learning and understanding what your challenges are, because we want to engineer solutions that can help you achieve this short list of things that I've just talked about. So our approach is pretty simple, but it's proven. I mentioned this. Our approach is listen first. All right. We want to understand what's going on and the challenges that you have. Then what we want to do is we want to define what your existing systems are, see what we can leverage or make better to save you money. Then we're going to create a success plan. So once we understand what you want, what you currently have, we can create a plan around that to address your concerns, needs, and hopefully the budget that you're dealing with. We'll review that value proposal with you, proposition. Once you're satisfied, you're comfortable, then it's time to roll it out. But it doesn't stop there. I want to make that very clear. Once it's rolled out, we have ongoing support 24/7 for life safety needs. So we feel we're a very strong partner and we can help you. So how do we do all this? How do we help all these things that I've talked about? We do it through what we call our new One platform. Now, I know we have some existing customers that have been signed up for this. It used to be called Odin. It has been rebranded. You have been grandfathered into the One platform. What is the One platform? For those who are new, the One platform is a revolutionary single source technology solution designed to connect all your business communication ecosystems, right? So it brings multiple systems into one centralized solution, right? It's built from scratch. I always like to use this highly technical term to describe our system, and that is it's like a Lego system. Okay, the way that we designed this, you use the Legos, the different building blocks to configure and build the solution that you want. And just like Legos, if you don't like the color of one of the pieces that you put in, for example, and you want to change it out, it's the analogy there is as technology evolves. For example, if a new central processor, a new memory, or a new whatever comes out, we can unplug the core and put in a new core that's more advanced. I hope that made sense. So it's like a Lego system. You kind of build out your system as you need, and you can replace parts in it. That's what One is about. So what makes up One? As we kind of head toward the close here, I'm just going to give you a quick introduction to some of the capabilities of the One platform. I want to reemphasize, though, you do not have to replace what you have, most likely. Now, there are some scenarios, so some systems are just not serviceable anymore. They're that old. But in most cases, there's ways that we can work with it. What One Call is a robust, all-in-one, standalone nurse call solution. And that has all of the mobile app, the location, all the capabilities and features that I was talking about are built into this. And it can integrate into all aspects of your facility. If it's your alarm systems, your access control, your water management, it brings it all together into one concise solution. We also have what's called One Renew. This is where we take the One platform and we overlay it onto existing systems. So maybe you have a newer system that you're fairly happy with, but you just really don't like those pagers. One Renew can be overlaid on that and eliminate the need for pagers and convert that text information into audible announcements. Or maybe you have what I talked about, an old old system that has call lights, a call light panel at this nurse station and lights that are appearing over each door. We can overlay on top of that and convert that light, that energy, into digital information that feeds into our One Renew. And One Renew is the same as our One Call in that scenario. So you have state-of-the-art nurse call capability utilizing the infrastructure that you have. That's Renew. One Watch is a new solution for us, and it's all geared around fall detection. And it uses 4D radar, so the residents don't have a pendant or anything that they have to push. There's no cameras in there to impede or their privacy. And the resident just lives their life. And what it does is it takes body mass and it measures body mass as it's positioned to the floor. So if a resident ends up going down on the floor, it will alert your staff. Okay, it's very accurate, has the capability of seeing through furniture. For example, if you have a scenario where you have a sofa that's out in front of a big window area and a resident falls behind that sofa, it will see that fall and alert. So it also has capabilities of seeing when a resident even sits up in bed for those residents that are very fall averse, or you can see that when they're sitting up, and it can alert, so you can get in there and hopefully prevent them from trying to get out of bed without assistance. So that's One Watch. One Mobile is what I've been mentioning. We do have a mobile device. It's 3-in-1. It's a smart device. It has a mobile dashboard. It offers push-to-talk capabilities, and also you can run applications like Companion, like from Point Click Care as an example. It's an Android-based device, so it supports Android apps on that. So it's 3 things in one. We have One Temperature. I mentioned this earlier. This one of the needs that people are talking about. The ability to automatically log and track and alert key systems. For example, hot water system. If the hot water gets too hot or gets too cold, it can alert whoever you want to alert to take action. If refrigeration units go down, it can alert. And all the monitoring, all the tracking of these different systems are put into a database. So for reporting purposes, so when you're having your audit come in, and you have a policy around tracking temperatures, you can just run the report and hand it to them. And it can do other things. It can alert for freezing pipes. It can like in IT closets, temperature of the closet, humidity in the closet. There's all kinds of sensors that we can hook and do monitoring. So that's one temperature. Then we have this capability called OneConnect. OneConnect can send messages immediately. So with OneConnect, you can do one-to-many communication, and it can be audible announcements, it can be emails, it can be text messages. It can be reoccurring messages that people kind of like. So you can set up reminders. A simple example of that is maybe you have staff meetings Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock. So at 9 o'clock every Tuesday or at 8:45, we'll send out just an announcement to your staff. Hey, reminder, staff meeting starting at 9 o'clock. Look forward to seeing you there. Or it could be something that for a reminder of an event that's happening that happens maybe monthly. It could be a bingo tournament and reminding the staff, and also being able to communicate out to residents as a reminder. So that's OneConnect. OneContent, I mentioned this earlier. If you have bulletin boards and you're pinning up the daily menu and the weather forecast and events that are coming up, we can take it and eliminate that, hang a monitor, and you can digitize all that, and from the comfort of your office, monitor and create the communication that's going out across the campus. That's called OneContent. And the last thing I'll point out is if you have a large organization, multiple areas where you have systems or you have one, we have enterprise-wide reporting and data collection, and also enterprise-wide communication. So you can send out from the corporate office announcements, whatever it might be, out throughout all the organization. So those are some of the capabilities that we bring to the table, capabilities that address the challenges that we're hearing in the marketplace. And we would love an opportunity to speak with you. When I summarize what the One Platform delivers, here's just a short synopsis of what we deliver. Number one, we're going to improve with real-time communications peer-to-peer. We are unmatched in our abilities to do that. We can offer you one device to carry. We can renew legacy systems, giving them more life, more capabilities at a fraction of the cost of ripping and replacing. We offer real-time reporting for making informed decisions. Our mobile device gives you access to your EHR system at the bedside if you so desire. We can bring everything into one single communication portal, WAND or access control. By the way, we do offer WAND and access control solutions, so we're kind of a one-stop shop. We can integrate with other resident call systems, bring in a fire alarm, and of course, that peer-to-peer communication. It's so vital for productivity. Easy to manage frontline resident communications, keeping them informed on a daily basis. I just talked about that. Cost-effective solutions that will scale based on your needs. You can start very, very small. Take on one simple little module or one capability, and then as we earn your trust, we can start growing and expanding and really helping your organization. That's what the One delivers. I always like to put this in. Do you guys need radios? With all the challenges and supply issues and different things, we get calls from people saying, I can't get radios from our current vendor, or this radio's been discontinued. I want you to know that we make the best radios in the world, and we have lots of them, okay? What I'm showing you on here is our 4000, which is the most popular radio for senior living. It's a powerful 2-watt radio. You can have the faceplate on here, any color, not any color, we have like 7 different colors. It provides scanning capabilities. In other words, you can have primary communication of the senior living team. Let's say assisted living, floor 1, that's channel 1. But if there's any emergency announcement, it can scan channel, let's just say channel 7. So any announcement made on channel 7, everybody would hear. That's what scanning is. Head jacks, this is a built-in flashlight that people love. It has Bluetooth capabilities, headsets. It also comes with an unheard of 2-year warranty with the radio. So it's a tough little radio. So if you need radios today, you don't need to buy a One Platform, but we'll happily supply you radios. Like I said, we have lots of radios. Happy to help you with your radio needs. So let's get solving with the power of One. Here's my contact information. I would love an opportunity to speak with you. My phone number, my email address, msnyder@Advanced Wireless. My team is ready to start the conversation. Take care, and hopefully we'll be talking soon. Goodbye, everyone.